This is our first story. This week, UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon made Beijing the second stop in his Asian tour. A three-day stay was his first official visit to China since taking over as UN chief 1.5 years ago. China and the UN continue to reinforce their partnership and to strengthen their work on global concerns, including climate change, the food crisis, and also development.
Speaking at the China Foreign Affairs University, meeting with President Hu Jintao, Premier Wen Jiabao, and Foreign Minister Yang Jiechi, and touring Olympic venues, Ban Ki-moon had a packed schedule in Beijing. Though it was his first official tour to China as UN chief, Ban is no stranger to the Chinese. No ceremony, no podium, only rubble and the threat of aftershocks. 1 month ago, Ban visited the epicenter of the Sichuan earthquake, which killed nearly 70,000 people. His meeting with Premier Wen has been etched in the minds of many.
This is a natural disaster. This can be overcome if we cooperate and we work hard. You have been working hard and you have been demonstrating your leadership extraordinarily. The whole world, United Nations, stand behind you and support you.
Right after the quake, the UN delivered $8 million in aid and donated thousands of tents, quilts, and school supplies. Here in Beijing, Ban spoke of the disaster and praised China's rapid response.
When I visited the epicenter of earthquake in Sichuan province, I was so saddened, but at the same time, I was so heartened by such a strong will and determined will of your people to overcome this great challenge and difficulty. Under the leadership of President Hu Jintao and Premier Wen Jiabao,
Ban Ki-moon's unexpected visit to the quake zone impressed many ordinary Chinese, but few may know the Secretary-General is also a fan of Chinese culture. When it comes to spiritual and philosophical guidance, it's not just the Chinese who turn to Confucius.
Mr. Ban is learning wisdom from Confucius. These teachings have been a source of sustenance for him, particularly in his agonizing mission to bring harmony to the world body. And he even tries to put the idea across to his UN staff. He's described himself as a middle-of-the-road man who follows Confucius' doctrine, meaning he never goes to extremes.
Ban sees the benefits of Chinese philosophy. He gives China high marks for its role in the UN in the past years.
China is one of the P5 and has been exercising global leadership role in the United Nations and all around the world. And as one of the most important member states with a global interest and global responsibility. Of course, I would like to discuss with the Chinese leadership all the global issues affecting the humanity and peace and security of the world.
Since China resumed its lawful seat in the UN in 1971, it's been playing a growing part in the world body. Today, Chinese blue berets can be seen around the world, in Kosovo, Lebanon, Liberia, East Timor, Afghanistan, Haiti, and Sudan. They help local people clear landmines and rebuild, and provide humanitarian aid. Although a relative latecomer to the ranks, China has about 1,800 peacekeepers deployed abroad. It's the second largest contributor after France among the 5 permanent members of the Security Council.
Their job in a very good way I have the responsibility for oversight over these police components and all these missions, including Haiti. And I have been hearing that the Foreign Police Unit has distinguished itself as very disciplined, very hardworking, very eager to do their job.
And China has a very good reputation for fulfilling its financial commitments to the UN. Last year, China's total membership dues and peacekeeping assessments went up 42% to $270 million US. Analysts say China has become an active and constructive participant in the organization.
During the past 3 decades, China's role in the UN has been greatly promoted. In the beginning, we always abstained from voting and peacekeeping. We were reluctant to interfere in other countries' internal affairs. But as our understanding of the world body deepened, we began to play a more and more active part in UN missions.
Now the world is facing 3 interrelated challenges: climate change, food shortages, and poverty. Ban expects China to help lead on the international agenda, and China has pledged more contributions.
As the fastest growing economy in the world, China can introduce its experience to other nations to help them reach the Millennium Development Goals before 2015. And as the most populous country and one of the biggest emitters of greenhouse gases, China has taken many initiatives to protect the environment.